Hello. This is a little bit more of an interesting video, and I just want to come over here from the end of it and jump in and say hello. Um, I started this video with a lot of expectations for myself that didn't end up getting met, and you will see that. And I just wanted to pop in and say, that is okay. And I hope you enjoy watching me begin the process of something very exciting and maybe not finish it on the timeline I expected to, but begin it anyways. And I hope that's enriching for you. It was fun for me to do, and it was fun for me to edit. So this is editing Ellie coming in and saying, beware, tonally interesting video ahead. So watch at your own discretion, I suppose. Let me know what you think. Just give me your thoughts. Would love to have a conversation in the comments um, about productivity and all that fun stuff. But yeah, let's get into the video. All right. Smudge is going to join us for as long as he'll sit for this. But hello, hi, my name is Ellie. I am a cartoonist and illustrator. Welcome back if you've been here before. If you haven't, hi, welcome. So happy to have you. And I'm making what might be a terrible decision right now. So, I and my friends got into Cake, which, if you don't know what Cake is, it is the Chicago Alternative Comics Expo. Very big and exciting deal for me. I'm thrilled about it. But I have once again decided that I want new work for the Zine Fest that I'm at. And so I've decided to make a 30-page comic in 6 weeks before Cake. Which, to people who don't make comics, that might not sound like a lot. To people who do, you might be saying, Ellie, what's wrong with you? And to that I say, I don't know. I don't know. I have audacity, and no one can take that away from me. But when I say I'm deciding to, I mean I've already decided to, and I have most of the script done and the first page done. I'm really happy with the first page. I'm going in entirely just straight in pencil. I'm not inking, I'm not penciling, I'm not doing any of that jazz. I'm trying to make this as quick and as loose as possible, and I'll explain why later, but right now, I just gotta get drawing. So, a little elevator pitch, I guess you could call it that, for this comic is imagine it's the 1970s. You're an English teacher staying in your grandpa's rural mountain town cabin over the summers, and a backpacker wanders into town one day and needs a place to stay. You offer them a place to stay. Lesbianism ensues. There's lying, there's deceit. It's that. It's very that. Very feely, very quiet, very me. Very two people talking about their feelings. So it's very up my alley as far as stories I write, but feeling nervous, I'm feeling excited, and I'm feeling ready to draw. So tonight I'm gonna hunker down and either completely finish the script, which I need done by tomorrow, if I'm gonna get this done on time, and or do some drawing on it. I only have 3 days off from work a week. So what? 6 weeks, 3 times 6 is like an amount of days. I don't know how many. I'll put however many days 3 times 6 days is up on the screen when I can do that math mentally. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's get drawing. I'm just gonna draw straight through this whole thing and pray that it comes out okay. You know what? Because I just need to make something. So let's get to it. Welcome to the madness. I'm gonna try and take you along this whole 6-week journey. Today is May 4th. So let's get partying. Let's do it. Hello team. It is Saturday, May 9th at about 1:30 in the afternoon. I am showered. It's my beautiful day off, and so begins my studio day of working on this 30-page comic. Now, I've already done some work this morning on another comic I'm trying to get done before cake. That's a whole separate thing, but I'm taking a pause and we're pivoting. I have 2 pages out of 30 done and about 5.5 weeks. It's either 5.5 or 6 weeks until cake. It might be 5 weeks. If it's 5 weeks, I'm horrified. I'll do that math in a second, but I am going to do a bunch of page prep. So gonna lay out this is my beautiful grid for all of my pages. To make this simple for myself, I'm just going straight through and doing all of the pages as the same panel structure. I'm gonna try and keep it as easy as possible. I had a friend the other day tell me I was stupid for not thumbnailing any pages, and that might be true, and we'll see if that's true, but I am not thumbnailing a single page for this entire comic, and I'm just going straight in and seeing what happens. Our coat rack fell off the wall the other day, so my drawing table / art studio table is currently covered in probably 20 coats, because there's 3 of us and we all love coats. So filming is going to be interesting. That's why I'm on the floor with you all. I might do some work on my coffee table instead, such as the beautiful life of having a home studio practice. You can kind of just work wherever. Yeah, me and Smudge, I don't know if you can, me and this guy, we're gonna have a good day. We're gonna have a good day. He peed on my bed the other day, but that's okay. I forgive him mostly. But yeah, let's get into some page prep. Let's get into, hopefully, I would love to get like 2 to 3 pages done today. So I hope you like my shirt. It's a 12-year-old little boy's shirt that I got from my job. So, but yeah, I've got my coffee. I'm ready to party. Let's get into it. Let's boogie. Hello, hi. It's page prep time. This is my least favorite part of the process. I find it incredibly tedious and boring, but it's like so necessary or whatever. Normally I work on gridded paper, so I don't have to do this, but because I'm not like properly penciling or going through and inking anything, I have to measure all of the pages out individually and rule them out individually. Like, I could use a light box and kind of cheat it, but I worry about it getting really weird if I use a light box for too much of it. I don't know, but as you can see, I'm just making a lot of little marks and ruling out all my pages. It's so fun. It's so thrilling. It's so exciting. I love it. It's great. Yeah, it's just a lot of this for a little bit. But maybe it's satisfying to some of you. Maybe some of you find this, or would find this satisfying if you could actually see the pencil marks I'm putting down. But I'm dividing my pages into even 4-square grids because I'm really sick of coming up with interesting panel layouts, and so I'm kind of going back to the basics at the moment and focusing on content in the panels throughout a lot of my comics right now. I'm just really bored of coming up with fancy comics layouts, so this is what I'm doing instead. Yeah, that's about all I have to say on the matter. We're drawing the last couple lines on some pages, and we're done. Cool. Hello. It's been a little bit of time since we last talked. It's currently Wednesday, May 14th. I got there eventually. And I am officially 4 3/4 pages into the comic. I'm scanning as I go because it's graphite and it's really messy. But today I am having a little comics making day with my dear friend Lake, who's also an exceptionally talented cartoonist and a collaborator of mine. I love them very dearly. So I'm gonna go over to theirs after I have physical therapy because I have grandpa hips. So physical therapy and then beautiful comics making day are on the agenda. Maybe I'll film a little bit, maybe I won't, because I'll be having too much fun hanging out with my good buddy. And I also today received new guitar strings in the mail because I broke a guitar string. So I'm gonna restring my guitar right now. And then do PT and then do comics. I'm running out of time to work on this comic, and I am procrastinating by working on like a cross stitch and a puzzle and like grandma activities. I did do a test run print of the first 2 pages just to like see how I should edit them and how they'll come out on my little at-home printer. The dot gain on it is kind of crazy. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I think it looks really cool. I don't know. Yeah, it'll probably print at about this size, so a little less than half letter just because of the scale of the pages. But I'm super excited about it. It's coming along. I'm drawing the most boring scene to draw right now, and then after that it's all smooth sailing and lesbian kissing. So let's get into it. Let's restring this guitar. Let's get into it. Hello. Welcome to my room. Again, welcome back. Lovely to have you. It is currently May 19th at about 9 p.m. and I have 7 pages done of the comic. And I'm probably going to do some more work tonight, but I wanted to take a little break and paint my nails and chat and talk shop a little bit. This is the color for the evening. Wow, oh wow, you can see the reflection of my phone in it, but it's, yes, my condor can do. I don't know what that means, but that's okay. But yeah, I just wanted to sit and talk and reflect on the process as it's happening. So Cake is about 5.5 weeks away. I have about a month exactly, 4 weeks exactly, to finish my comic before I go home to visit my family in Washington. I'm very excited to go home and visit my family, but I have around 23 pages to do in that time, and that's a lot of pages to do. That's a lot of pages to do. I haven't worked on a deadline like this since I did my thesis, and that was an intense experience, and that was something where I had like pretty much every day I could dedicate to working on it. And I mean, like, that's not true because I was working on my other finals and everything, but like I had a lot more time, I guess, I could dedicate to just working on it in some capacities. And my entire life was working on my art. And right now, my entire life is not that. I wish it was, but alas, I must pay the bills. So I day job, I whatever. I thought I would be a lot farther along by now, if I'm completely honest. And I'm trying not to feel too defeated. The pages are coming quickly. They're happening very quickly when I can sit down to work on them, but I've been distracted and procrastinating and kind of running around a lot these last couple of weeks. I think it was 2 weeks ago-ish that I started this, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and oh boy. But we are getting to the more fun parts to draw. We're getting to the more intimate scenes, we're getting to the more interesting personal dialogue, we're getting to a lot more dialogue in general, which is always really fun for me. I love writing dialogue, I love drawing people speaking, it's like my favorite thing. This comic is in a lot of ways a sort of experiment in a new way of making things for me. I am kind of addicted to writing long form things, but I have a hard time finishing them. in comic form, because comics take so long to make. And so this is really me just trying to figure out what is the quickest and most efficient way I can work in a way that I'm happy with. And I'm really happy with how all the pages are coming out. I'm like a little bit concerned about read order and a little bit concerned about that kind of like nitty-gritty technical stuff, which is always fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I had a bunch that I was gonna say before I sat down to do this, and I forgot. I'm also, on top of doing this, trying to like live a fulfilling life and take care of myself and like be social and do things with my loved ones, which is really proving quite challenging, you know? Like if I wanted to be a full hermit and just pound this out as quickly as I possibly could, like I could, and I think I could have it done easily, but I'm really kind of staring down the possibility that I don't get this done in time for cake, and like what that looks like for me. And if that happens, I'm telling myself it will be okay. It might not feel like it'll be okay, but I'm telling myself it'll be okay, because it really will. There's more shows, there's more things I can table with this at. Cake just feels like a big deal, because it kind of is. It's a really big show. It's a really big festival. It's 2 days. It's only the second 2-day fest I've ever done. The first one was Midwest Queer Trans Zine Fest in 2024, which was like so wonderful. I'm feeling a lot of pressure to really like show up with something amazing. And whether or not that pressure is imposed by other people or self-imposed is really yet to be seen. Also, here are the nails so far. Would you believe I tried to dye my hair blonde last night, and this is what happened? It just did nothing. It just did nothing. I don't have a title for this piece yet. I'm thinking it's just gonna come to me when it comes to me. I don't have a cover thought out for this yet. I am really kind of just going at this blind. Lately, I've been feeling like just kind of the need to prove to myself that I can make things, especially living post-grad and living and not making a living off of my work. It's hard to prove to yourself that you can still like make things that are meaningful and valuable to you when they're not being shared and constantly like critiqued by a class, or like you're not having that kind of constant feedback loop. Because let's be so for real, Instagram in its current state and most social medias in its current state are not built for artists and are not built for creatives and are not built for people to really like succeed and find community, and that's what I really want. Making comics is tough. It's hard. It's a lot harder than I think people give it credit for. Sometimes I do question my choice to really commit myself to comics. I do go, why did I choose this kind of insane thing to do? Because let's be real, it's a little bit of an insane thing to do. And I don't have a clean answer for that, other than I felt really drawn to it and I feel really compelled by it still, and I think there's a lot of potential in comics for really beautiful storytelling, and I love them, so I guess that's reason enough. But I'm trying not to get defeated before the defeat actually happens, and I'm trying to kind of buckle down and do it. I will have to do probably about a page a day on average, in order to finish this on time, which like is doable if I can get myself to do it. But yeah, I kind of feel like I'm back in finals season again, but this time it's entirely self-imposed, which is a little fun, mostly scary. But if I don't finish this comic for cake, it is okay. And I will finish this comic eventually. And it will get done and it will be awesome, and I'll put it out this summer and it'll be great and people will love it and I will love it and I will be so proud of myself regardless. I'm manifesting. Those are my 2 cents with my nails painted. They're drying. They could probably use a 3rd coat, but I'm probably not going to do that because I'm a little lazy. They're almost black, not quite black. Very cute. But I have more work to do tonight. I'm gonna try and pencil some more, or by pencil I mean do the like non-photo blue thumbnail-y layers that I do underneath the pencil. and get a few more pages of that done. And yeah, I will try and keep you updated more. I've been bad about filming my process, but it gets really repetitive after a certain point. Like, if I'm working on a super awesome page, trust me, you'll see all of it, but like, unless you want to, and if you want to, tell me, see every page. I don't know if you want to. Those are my thoughts. Thank you for listening. Back to regularly scheduled drawing footage and updates and things like that. Alrighty. Okay. Hi, guys. It is June 17th, so it's been a while since we last spoke. And I have some updates. Mainly that I decided not to finish this comic for Cake, because Cake is in 2 weeks, and I think I'm at like 11 or 12 pages, and that's not feasible. I'm going home to see my family tomorrow, and whenever I go home, I just kind of want to be there and be with my family, so that's what I'm gonna do. And that's okay. I honestly think it's a little better that I'm not finishing this comic for Cake, and that I'm gonna give it the time and the space it deserves to be good and to be what I want it to be in the end. I don't think rushing this particular one is the move. I finished my other comic for Cake though, which is super exciting. I just need to like print and collate it. I need to get some better paper for the covers, but that book is done, which is super thrilling, and I'm starting to upload it onto my Instagram right now, and the response has been pretty solid, which is really nice, and I'm really excited to take that to Cake. And part of the thing that really fueled me to say like, hey, let's pause on this, let's take a break, is that me and my collaborators got into Cartoons Crossroads, or CXC, which is in Columbus, Ohio in the fall. And so I'm planning on finishing this comic for CXC in the fall, which gives me a lot more time to like really actually make this work well and figure out how I want it to be, which I'm really excited about. So I'm just gonna let my life be my life right now and take it a little easier, because not everything needs to happen immediately. I don't know if working under crunches like this is good for me or if it's something I should be doing. I know it works for some people. I don't know if I'm one of those people, you know? I hope you've enjoyed this weird video of semi-failure. I hope it's been enriching and enlightening and entertaining for you. I hope that it provides you the kind of courtesy and grace for yourself to maybe let yourself not finish that big project on the original deadline you imposed for yourself if it's not coming out how you like, and allows you to give yourself some grace. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming along with this journey. I hope you stick around for when I do finish this comic, because I'll probably keep documenting the process of working on it, because I like to film myself drawing and I like to talk to a camera. It's very fun. Oh, here comes Smudge. Here he comes. Maybe. I don't think he's gonna join us. I hope you make something today. And if you do, I would love to see it. You can send it to me somewhere on the internet. You can find my links and things all in the description below. So, yeah, have a beautiful day. And thank you again for watching and sticking with me through this whole thing. I hope you stick around to see the comic done, because I will probably finish it, hopefully.